A lot of you guys have probably heard the story of Zacchaeus. He was a tax collector, a really short tax collector, obviously, because as Jesus is walking through the crowds of people, he has to climb a tree, and he climbs the tree to see Jesus. I don't know if you know much about tax collectors, but the Jewish people did not like their tax collectors back in the day, because tax collectors were the people that were working for the Roman Empire and were really greedy, and usually they're stealing money and taking a lot of extra money for themselves. And so the Jewish people kind of looked down on them and was kind of like, we don't like our tax collectors because they're Jewish as well, but they're stealing from us. And so Zacchaeus climbs this tree, and Jesus sees it. And you'd think that maybe Jesus would be someone who is like, well, you know, I don't like you, you're stealing and you're taking money from people. But Jesus does the total opposite in front of everyone. He says, Zacchaeus, we're going to your house for lunch today. We're going to your house for lunch today. And the people around him start to murmur and say things and whisper, and it's like, he's going to the house of a sinner, a tax collector? Are you kidding me? And this is what happens in chapter 19, verses 8. Something happens to Zacchaeus. This is what he says. But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." He's basically totally laying it out and saying, I need forgiveness. If I've cheated anybody, the people that I've done wrong, all the people that I've stolen from, I'm going to give back 4 times the amount. If I've taken people's possessions, I'm going to give everything back. I don't want to be the same person I am today. And Jesus says this. He said, today salvation has come to this house because this man too is the son of Abraham. He's saying, something clicked in your brain, Zacchaeus. I forgive you. Salvation has come to this house. Now, a lot of people, we probably know a lot of people in our lives that are the Zacchaeuses in our lives, where we kind of look at them, we're kind of like, that dude is just messed up, or that girl is just messed up. Man, I mean, she's a liar, she's a cheater, she stabbed me in the back, she's stolen from me, she's cheated from me, whatever. I don't want to share Christ with her. I don't want to share Christ with him. And you think about what would Jesus do in that moment? If he was here today and he knew the Zacchaeuses in your life, looks to me like he'd take them out to lunch and show forgiveness and show grace. Get to know them a little bit. Go to their house where they're comfortable. So I just want to challenge you today. If there's people in your life that just feel like they don't deserve forgiveness, maybe try giving it to them and see what happens.